There you go. Dogma. Love that. Yeah, I love that movie. It's just so good. Okay. I can see the Algora chat. I can see the YouTube chat. Okay, so our plan for today. This is my basic talk. All right, we've got 23 slides so far. What did I get tagged on? Oh, Nycode. Thank you for the follow on Twitter. Appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, so here's the big part. We've got a section for notes. I remember the note that I needed for output string. So I could grab more of the Go code for that snippet. Yeah, let's do that. So I don't think we're going to be using Magic Move. You can do something like this, though. Oh, no, we will do some Magic Move. Yeah, no, I remember why now. Yep. Output string will only happen once. In each function. Sure. Now this is probably where I want to fiddle with this a bit. Yeah, we're gonna go look at the... Okay, I did import that. Cool. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that file. Okay, so that's inside of GetLens. This is for the Go plugin. If we look at the Go code, created a copy for some reason, I don't remember why. Alright, so main copy, go to. Oh. Alright, still figuring out this keyboard. Main. With. Ah, man. Alright, so then main copy 2 is just main. And actually... let me double check this. Plugin.wasm. So yeah, we'd have to build the plugin.wasm. Okay. And I think then, yeah, we can just make main with networking. This is going to be main output string. Oh, God, I keep hitting backspace instead of the minus symbol. That is annoying. Alright, so main with output string. This part's actually easy. We get rid of payload. We do still need PDK. This stuff can all go away, though. Yep. Nice to meet you. So that's going to be version 1. And then version 2 would be output string. Let's do this. Equals yep, format dot sprintf. Nice, sure. Or let's just say follow up. Why not? And we don't need to do that. Alright, so we do that. Follow up, hello, and then PDK output string would be an sprintf. Right? So this is what we would want to do. Wrong key. There we go. But yeah, what you up to, Cotter? Mr. Sir. And hey, Cotter, You know one thing that you missed out on that you're probably stoked? Pretty much all of us got sick. So, hey, at least you don't have a cold right now. That's a glass half full kind of situation right there. I don't think it's the vid, though. But yeah, still never fun to be sick. Oh, my title is actually wrong for YouTube and Algora right now. Meh, whatever. Can't change it after the fact anyway. Oh, I might be able to change it in the VODs. Yeah, that'd be good. Okay, so what we want to do is save this. I don't think I installed the XDism CLI yet. Hey, all right, cool. Okay, so XDism got installed just fine. So then calling a plugin, let's go look at the XDism docs real quick. All right, so we're doing the export thing. Wait, did it come with a makefile? Oh, it did come with a makefile. Okay, that's right. Yeah, we'll call that good. Oh, I haven't installed TinyGo yet. Well, that would probably be necessary. Oh no, please not brew. Damn it, it's brew. I'm not crying, you're crying. What's up, I Play Games? How you doing? Yep. That wasn't so bad. But that's not actually the time-consuming part. I know, right? Like, while I'm sleeping, that'd be way better. But then there's the inevitable, hey, I woke up and my machine's not working. Could have sworn I had Xcode select. But yeah. Yeah, 4-wheel. Call me Richard Simmons. And oh god. That's right. What do I have taking up so much space? Most likely because I don't actually have Xcode installed on the main drive. You can. Now, can you install Xcode tools on an external? No, you can't. I mean, last I checked, Xcode is like 20. $36. Oh, maybe, but you gotta remember that I'm on a very old version of Mac OS. This is a 2015 Mac Mini. So I haven't been able to update to the latest for a long time. I don't know if I need to hide this, but let me at least check. I am on Monterey. Is Monterey the latest? Oh, and it's a late 2014 Mac Mini. Yeah, I'm not sure if I needed to hide my serial number. That's why I did that. Not quite the latest. No, it's like super old, isn't it? Sonoma is latest, Sequoia is next. Got it. How far back am I? I think Ventura is even after where I am. Yeah, so I'm on Monterey, which is the 12. 11 was Big Sur. Then Ventura. Then Sonoma, then Sequoia. Yeah, see, that's what I thought. Yep. I'm pretty sure I remember someone telling me that before, and then we found that out. But one of those things that I'm willing to forget. How do I copy the full path to it? Oh, I should probably copy this somewhere. Do we think that's the absolute latest release? Yeah, what's up, Fourier? How you doing? It is the latest. Oh, nice. Oh, and we had that one. So where do I want to install this? Home directory. Okay. Yeah. I plan on just copying this somewhere. Wait, really, iPlay? Are you alright? Oh, Jesus. Alright, yeah, that could have been worse. That could have been way worse. That was a terrible joke. Yeah. I fell from a 50-story building. Luckily, I was just on the front steps. Boom, roasted. So I'm curious how this even works. I don't see TinyGo in this list. Oh, I know. Wrong bin. Yeah, that makes more sense. User local bin. then we go to here. What's up, Humble Web Dev? How you doing? Here it is, security and privacy. Yeah, it is pre-Friday. I'm doing well. Okay, cool. So that should work now. Four-wheel, no, it allowed me to do it. We're good to go. It actually runs. Never throw for TypeScript? I am not sure what never throw is. Bronlin, that's what I'm using in the terminal right now. I don't know if it's like new Comic Mono, but yeah, I'm using Comic Mono. The terminal is a place where monospacing matters. For sure. NSP file. I don't even know what that is. It's basically a result type like Rust for TypeScript. Got it. No, I've not used Neverthrow. I think Effect is another one, right? Right, Effect TS or whatever. My problem with tools like that is that they're really only good if you get full team buy-in, or if you're on a solo dev project. Now hold on. I'm pretty sure I have a blog post about that. Oh, that button got me again. I need to remap that. Let's see. Prefer return objects instead of exceptions. Right? So yeah. What if you had something that simply had a function, something, right? Here's the logic. It's not formatted very nicely. But, you know, let result value, and hold on, maybe I have this on the blog still. That would be nice. Hey, I do. Nice. Did I mess up your typing? Oh, no. Oh, and the formatting still sucks. It looks so bad. But yeah, let result value error object, you know, if something error object equals blank, else result value equals something plus something, return result, right? And if required, return the error object. Yeah, the formatting of that got mangled. But then what if you need to wrap some function that is going to throw? Well, yeah, boom. We can do result function to wrap or catch and return the error. You just got a job? Nice. Hell yeah. Nice. What kind of job? Yeah, it makes sense. I wrote this back in 2016. So a little ahead of the game, right? So what about async stuff? Well, yeah, you can do that too. And yes, back then I was using standard format, which means basically no semicolons unless you're doing a bunch of parentheses after each other. But yeah, I basically wrote this after toying with Rust and Go for the first time. Didn't catch on back then. I should have just kept with it. What's up? How you doing, Calls? I'll call you Rizza. But yeah, welcome. I see. Yeah, the thing that got denied. I don't know. We'll allow it, but please try and, like, you know, we can make some jokes here and there, but let's try and be a little more mature about it. Yes, I will laugh at a fart joke, but come on. Rein it in a bit. No, I probably missed it there. I play games. Alright, that's kind of funny. So it didn't even give you, like, the right, like, options? Yeah. Again, it's ChatGPT. It's not made for that. You're using the tool wrong. I mean, Testy, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm very bored of your puns already. That's not what it's for, I play games. Like, that's the big thing. That is really just not what it's for. Putting with a pitching wedge sucks too, right? Is anyone going to blame the pitching wedge? No, they're going to blame the person using the pitching wedge in that situation. Uh-huh. Oh yeah, four-wheel, of course, right? Like, oh man, my putter's all the way back in my bag. All right, pitching wedge it is. Yep, like for sure. Yeah, I mean, I play games. There are plenty of people out there in the world that also have no idea what they're talking about. Like, yeah. Think of the average person and then recognize that 50% of the people you meet are stupider than that. And I think it applies even more to content creators somehow. Which is counterintuitive. Alright, so fixing this error that we had. Oop. So, could not auto-detect root directory set the tinygo root environment variable to override. No, this is Earl Grey, but I poured tea with it beginning of the day, and I just keep pouring water onto the same tea bags. So it gets like really diluted towards the end. It is. There's something you got to be careful of. If you're drinking too much Earl Grey, you can actually give yourself gallstones, I believe, because of the bergamot oil. So yeah, it would probably be worthwhile to switch to green tea or just a black tea without bergamot. I think there was someone drinking like 16 cups of Earl Grey a day, and they developed really, really gnarly, like, gallstones. I do from time to time. I play games. Alright, so tinygo root is equal to // maybe? That's what they wanted. Okay. Oop. All right, so that should have built out the plugin.wasm in this folder, which we see. Yep, it's just get ignored. So then to call it, we would use xdism. We would run the plugin with something like this. Right. Okay, so that was the thing I wanted to remember. Last one wins. Oh shit. No. Okay, yeah, that's the right spot. So now I need to go grab this logic, and we'll just copy that whole thing. All right, and then to verify, let's comment this. Undefined format. Yep, so that's where we need to bring format back. And then we get hello Benjamin, nice to meet you. Yep. So then we can grab this code. I'm going to modify this just slightly. All right, so we've done that part. Are we building our slides yet? We are, right? Yeah, totally. So we should be able to see that. So notes HTTP, we do that, and we get to here. Yeah, I think that works. Oh, didn't want to do that. That was escape. Cool. So yeah, I love this magic move functionality. Like, yeah, really cool. Then from there, the host function stuff. That was the end of the album. Let's get another. The big thing for the host function issue is that I want to create like a proper reproduction. Yeah, how do we want to do that? And yeah, Sgt. Pepper, what is that from? The Earl Grey hot. For some reason, I'm spacing on the movie that's from. Oh, it's Captain Picard. Good call. Yeah. Right, and there's the meme, like, define hot. Right? 3000 Kelvin. And then, you know, it shows, like, the burning, grabbing the fence from Terminator 2, right? That's a solid meme. Hold on. Earl Grey hot name. Yeah, this one. Computer, notify me if external temperature gets too hot. Beep, beep, please define hot. Let's say 1.9 million kelvins. Later, T, Earl Grey, hot, beep, beep. And then, yeah, Terminator 2. Yeah, that's a solid meme. Oop, didn't do that. Boom, roasted. All right, so do I want to handle the host function thing yet? I think we do, right? Feel like that might not be our highest priority, though. Oh, that's a different thing than time. So I'm thinking what I did. Yeah, so this slide, somewhere after this one, but before the notes, is where I want to add, like, our considerations for git cracking. And I want to edit that slide. So git cracking CLI, and then VS Code git lens. Right, what I did, and before we get to notes, oh, I just did the crossover. Yeah, before we get to notes, this is where I want to do something like potential integrations. So this could be plugin to host. Do I call that out anywhere else? Hold on, let's double check. ASM.js, birth and death of JavaScript, popular usage, WASI, WASM and WASI, embeddable runtimes, concepts such as hosts, concepts such as plugins, right? XDism concepts deal with two-way communication, such as passing data from the host or from the plugin to the host. Yep, okay, so we don't really have all of that yet. Oh, and I do actually want to do that. So yeah, git cracking could expose a hooks API. All right, so GetKraken could expose a filters API. All right, consider the WordPress plugin system. All right, so we can do plugin to host communication, which means GetKraken could expose a filters API that allows a plugin to pass data well, hold on, to the host. And then host plugin communication. And this really is like hooks. And then UI integration. No, I don't want to do that. Good job, Super Maven. Totally. You nailed it. Honestly, that's not bad. Yeah, sure. Nope, that's not what I want. Nope. Still figuring out this new keyboard. All right, so then so an example of an action in this case I'm not sure I like all this. Hold on. I don't want to have to retype that because I'm typing really slow these days. All right, brand new keyboard. Like, really, yeah, the WordPress plugin system is an important bit. potential functionality, maybe. Git lens or CLI. Right, so Git lens or CLI could expose an event to be hooked into for things like commit message generation. Or let's just say Git events, commit, push, etc. File events, things like a new branch. And yeah, could expose, well, maybe an event system. Right, and then this would be hooks API to be hooked into for things like commit messages, or diff rendering. Yeah, so I'm going to want to change the layout of this. Right, but this is going to be host to plugin communication. Plugin to host. And then, yeah, we're going to do another slide. We're not done with that slide yet, but I at least want to get this idea out. And that idea might be consider UI integration. So yeah, I'm going to do this as just a list, but I think this is going to expand out into multiple slides. So new Git providers, new task management tools. Gitty, etc. I don't know of any others. Maybe Garrett. I don't know if that works. Are there? Yeah. What can you guys think of for Git integrations that maybe we don't support yet? So right, we do GitHub, GitLab, Azure DevOps, Bitbucket. Those are the big four. Right? There's enterprise versions of those, sure. Gitty is like the one that we don't support. It would be nice to support. Anyone remember any other like good like Git hosting providers? Garrett? Yeah, I think Garrett's an option. What else? Are there others we can think of? I mean, I bet we could just look it up. There's like Codeberg. I think that's one. Code commits being deprecated. Assembler. Beanstalk. I forgot about Beanstalk. Bitbucket. Codebase. Launchpad. Wait, Perforce is like a totally separate thing. SourceForge. I'm good. I think Codeberg is like the other one I'm thinking of, right? Let me get more music going. Sure, whatever. So, yeah, GitHub, GitLab, Atlassian and Bitbucket, alternatives, Codebase, Code Commit. Looks like they just took notes from the same places. Okay, so Codeberg is definitely a big one. SourceHut. Ooh, I forgot about SourceHut. All right, so Codeberg. Sure, I'll add Codeberg to the list. New task management tools such as, oh, and this is where it gets deep. Linear. U-Track, etc. I think that's fine. So yeah, new task management tools, new Git providers. What's another, like, UI thing where we might want to let someone, like, add a button or do something else? Theming. Yeah, okay. So yeah, potential functionality, host to plugin, maybe an events API, maybe a plugin to host hooks API for, you know, generating commit messages or something, right? Maybe the tool we use to render a diff. Sure. And yeah, we can get rid of this part then. Not just set and forget. Right, actually no, that looked all right. How do users, yeah, to discover and use plugins. Sure. Documentation is not easy. Sure. Documentation is not easy or free. You know, you got to pay someone to build it. All right, and then real world example, WordPress. So then from there, we go into our notes stuff. Yep, we do the output string. We're gonna do the host function thing. We're gonna do the JS SDK thing. I don't think we need temp outline anymore. Okay. Man, I broke the seal. I gotta go pee again. I should probably go pour some more water when I do it this time, though. And yeah, I'm drinking a lot of water. It's good for you, right? Yeah, so I want to keep thinking about this, our slides, and really like the layout for them. I think we've got like a good chunk of slides. We may end up splitting some. We may end up making some completely different ones. That I'm okay with. I think we're going to want to really focus on styling, right? Like some of these, the text is just so small. So we might have to create some like custom layouts or something. I'd be okay with that. But I gotta go pee again. I'll be right back. Ooh, that Disney Plus theme really hits. Good baseline. Okie dokie. Alright, so I'm definitely going to need everyone's help trying to do the styling of this. And I think that's the part we're on. I can get to the host function reproduction and like testing that out after this. So yeah, I think these last two slides Excuse me. Yeah, what I'm actually wondering... I'm not sold on the order. So instead, what I think I want to do is I want to move the notes stuff after the YXism, and then finish up with the what I did, and then talk about like the real world example and highlight how WordPress does something. Man. All right, so let's go back up to the start. We can worry about that styling later. Probably want to like really lock down the background image and then think about how we want to style the text. So yeah, what I'm thinking then is for this slide, should I put an image on the right? Or should I move the social stuff to the right? I'm not 100% certain how easy it's going to be for people in the back to see, me, you know, me and my face. So maybe like a big photo would make sense. Image on the side? Okay. Oh, icons for the socials? We'll consider that. That's a little more work, like way more effort. Yeah, no, it's a good thought. Right, we'll do his image first, and then we'll do mine. Oh, wait. Alright, so I have to turn off an extension, and that is Markdown Lint. I think people scan QR codes more and more for sure. Now, at a conference, maybe not. That's not a bad idea, though, right? Like, I should probably create a QR code on my website that's very much like the link tree kind of thing, and then people can get direct links to me on all the platforms, so they can just click it instead of having to type it. From a security standpoint, for sure. Yeah, they're like super sketchy. But there are people that do scan it. So yeah, like instead of the list... Oh, and hold on. I have to disable prettier. That is far more annoying. So yeah, markdown lint I might turn back on then. Like, creating QR code is actually really easy. Like using libraries and stuff. So yeah, what I'm thinking is I put my big old face over here on the right, below where it says CM Griffing on all socials. That's where I would put the QR code, right? Because then I can just mention Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, etc. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. There's a bunch of fine ones. I'm sure you can just ask ChatGPT for that. The language you pick depends on what you want to build. But we don't get into X versus Y stuff about languages or frameworks. I don't know how you're learning to code. We tend to recommend FreeCodeCamp. That doesn't mean that you're going to pick a language from FreeCodeCamp and that'll be the only thing you ever learn. Right? So whatever you pick now doesn't actually matter. You just need to actually put in the effort and see it through. And then learning a new language should be easy. Which is why it's a terrible question, no offense. NA, Sparaphoria, what are you up to? I just got a new keyboard I am typing very poorly with it.
We are in the presence of greatness. Spherephoria is a renowned star in the sport of quantum leap racing, a futuristic race where competitors navigate through rapidly changing environments by leaping between dimensions. Their greatest play was at the 2025 Interdimensional Games, where Spherephoria executed a triple-dimensional leap to overtake opponents right at the quantum finish line. This move, now famously known as Spherephoria Shift, solidified their reputation and earned them the Quantum Medal, an accolade reserved for athletes who have changed the very fabric of their sport. Truly a magnificent feat.
Whoever tells you a language is a bad language doesn't know what they're talking about, or they're misleading you. All of them are fine. Some of the biggest applications in the world are made with Ruby. GitHub is a Ruby app. So, yeah, don't listen to the people doing that naysay BS. Either they're new, or they're someone to not listen to. And actually, those kind of end up being the same people. You should be able to learn a new language quickly. If you're not there yet, work on it. So yeah, Spherephoria, what were you up to? I will point out, though, Lustrous, like, we're not trying to get into X versus Y BS. I wasn't looking to have you name a specific language. I don't care. Use whatever you want. If it takes you longer than a couple weeks to learn a new language, it's a skill issue. So yeah, OpenGL integration into your Wayland client. Ooh, okay. Yeah, and Wayland is like a rendering abstraction, right? Like a windowing tool? I'm less familiar with it. It's a protocol that window managers talk. Ah, okay. Okay, got it. That makes sense. For everyone joining me, let me switch to the right scene. And what's up, Akavenge? That is not a photo of me. That is just a placeholder because I'm, doing some copying and pasting type stuff. But the tool I'm building, or not tool, but the project I'm working on right now, is a presentation for SquiggleConf. So yeah, SquiggleConf is a conference happening in Boston. It is about dev tools in general, and the talk I'm giving is about building out a plugin system for your application using a tool called Xtism. So Xtism works by basically using Wasm as an intermediate layer between your plugin and your host application. So if your host application is written in a language that can consume Wasm, right, via a runtime, then you can write your plugin, as long as there's an SDK for it to compile it, into Wasm. So you could have a TypeScript application consuming Go plugins. You could have a Go application consuming TypeScript plugins. There are definitely caveats and things to deal with about that, but just imagine not having to force your users to pick a specific language to write plugins for your tool. That's great, right? But without the need of doing like an HTTP server or something. So yeah, pretty nifty stuff. I am currently just building it out, and we're doing some of the prettying up of our slides because I got most of the content how I want it. Yeah. So Xtism is really nice. There's other tools too. Yeah, having it not be tied to a specific language is the key of it, right? That's the important part. Right, so they have, and I'll even go through some of this with you. Why not? Exactly, Bob. So yeah, what is WebAssembly? We go through some of that stuff. We even, mention ASM.js briefly. We talk about my favorite conference talk of all time. I've even chatted with Gary Bernhardt somewhat recently. I don't think, he might know I'm a fan, but I haven't told him that this talk is my favorite talk of all time. I feel like that would be a little bit much. Right, so there's popular usage, there's, what if you want to run some Wasm, there's every major browser. WASI is a way of doing, system interface stuff, right? And then that's where we have a bug real quick. Let's go fix some formatting. I had to turn off Prettier. It broke things for me. Work was hard this week? Oh, that's not good. So yeah, this is Solomon Hykes, the creator of Docker. Or one of the creators, right? It was probably a team effort. He has a quote that is, "If Wasm Wasi existed in 2008, we wouldn't have needed to create Docker. That's how important it is. WebAssembly on the server is the future of computing." Because think about it, right? The WebAssembly runtime is its own sandbox, it's its own process, and you get all of that isolation that you would get from a container anyway. Pretty cool, right? So we wouldn't need containers. We wouldn't need VMs, theoretically. No, you'd still need VMs at some level, probably. But Wasm and Wasi could fill in the void of Docker itself. And that is kind of crazy. So then, if you want to run Wasm outside of browsers, there's embeddable runtimes like Xtism, WasmTime, Spin SDK, and Wasmer. They're all multi-language compatible. They're all building kind of the same stuff, but doing it in slightly different ways with different focuses, maybe. The only one I have any experience with myself is Xtism. They like to tout themselves as a plugin system for everyone. Here's another one I gotta fix. So yeah, Prettier really, really messed with me here. Alright, so now that renders properly. So yeah, the concept is you might have host SDKs. Those are your application, right? Or they would live in your application. And you can do that with JavaScript, C, C++, Elixir, Go, Haskell, Java, .NET, OCaml, Perl, PHP, Python, Ruby, Rust, and Zig. That's a lot, right? So if your application is written in any of that, you could use Xtism today to expose out a plugin system to your users. Beyond that, we've got the plugin development kits, or PDKs, and these are supported in less languages so far, but I'm sure they're working on more. And those include JavaScript, AssemblyScript, C, Go, Haskell, .NET, Rust, and Zig. So, yep, whatever your application's built in, you could build plugins in any one of these languages, which is cool. And then there's some concepts with Xtism, such as the two-way communication of it. So, number one, passing data from the host to the plugin is really easy. You just call a plugin's function that has been exposed to you, right? Passing data from the plugin to the host is often by calling a host function, or calling the plugin's function from the host. They call those host functions. I might have that backwards. Yeah, I might have to fine-tune how we're defining that. One thing to remember about it is memory, right? Because they are in separately managed memory spaces, that means that they're safer, which is nice. But it also means that you have to pay a communication cost via message passing. So that means you're probably going to be serializing objects to JSON back and forth, or bare minimum, just passing some type of string data. It's just the way it works. You could probably do binary data of some kind as well. I haven't experimented with that at all, but I don't see why you couldn't do protobuf. Nothing prevents that in my eyes so far. All right, so then the CLI. Yep, they did that again to me. I got a sneeze coming. All right, there we go. So yeah, one really nice thing about XDism is the CLI tool. You can actually generate your plugins for any of the languages that are supported. You can also test your plugins without having to do like a host integration. So you could just call some Wasm code and get the result right there in your terminal just to make sure it's working. Makes that a little easier than having to like restart your host every time you edit your plugins and, you know, that rigmarole. And yeah, right now we're just trying to work on our formatting and stuff. So why XDism? Well, the GitKraken platform has a lot of different tools that make up our platform, right? Because we want to be where devs are, right? We don't want to have to force devs to change up their entire, you know, like tools they use, etc. So we're trying to be everywhere you are. That means we have a CLI tool. We have GitKraken Desktop, which is the Electron application that is most formally known by most people. We also have GitLens, which is a TypeScript application that lives right there in VS Code. And we're also planning a JetBrains plugin, right? So that'll be in Java/Gradle. We have all of these things supportable from XDism. So the reasoning is that we could have consistency by using the same tool across all of them. That means our process and documentation would have a lot of similarities rather than having to like do individual things in our own docs for users. And it means that compatibility is nice and easy for us too, because all of that functionality is basically exposed across all of their SDKs and PDKs. So they're kind of doing some of that like lowest common denominator stuff for us. So what did I do? Well, I ended up just fiddling with some basic functionality as part of our DevX Days promotion we were doing. They let me stream on the GitKraken channels, right? On LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube. And we tried TikTok, that didn't work. But yeah, so I was able to actually stream just working on some of these slides and like integrating into some of our tools right there on GitKraken's streaming channels. That was fun. That was cool of them. And my basic process was, well, let me install some host SDKs. I did it for our CLI tool, and I did it for GitLens. Just because, to me, the most compelling part of this is being able to write a plugin in a language that isn't the one that your application's written in. So yes, I wanted to do a TS and a Go plugin for our TS and Go applications and make them like as interchangeable as possible. So when we think about like what we might want to build for GitKraken specifically for, you know, our CLI tool or GitLens, I might want to do some like host to plugin communication where we expose out events. And some of those events might be a commit, a push, a create, a delete, right? We have a really nice feature called Launchpad where we show like how many PRs you might have and issues that are created. All of these things, we have like metadata of like how many PRs, the names of the PRs that we could pass to some plugin thing. And I don't know, what would that be useful for? What if you wanted to wire up your own observability for insights into what your team is doing? Now, at GitKraken, we run our own insights currently, like it's a newer thing, where we can show you how quickly you're like burning through like your PRs and how quickly they're getting merged. We can look at how long they're maybe staying pushed up, but before they get merged, so that stale time, right? The amount of time it takes for code review. But you as a user might want something very specific from that. And sure, we could build that ourselves, but if we could build out stuff for you to do that for yourselves, it means that it's less for us to maintain. And, you know, it can be tailored specifically to your situation. You can decide what APIs to send that to. Bare minimum, we could take our insights data and proxy that to your APIs so you can visualize that inside of some other dashboard, like a Jira or something. Then there's the idea of maybe going from plugin to host. Well, yeah, our plugin can expose things out to the host that we can just call, such as a commit message formatter, or maybe like our diff rendering, and turn that into some like renderable text that we can like display in our UI. There's a lot of stuff we could do there. So there's a lot of potential functionality, but it's tough because all of this is code we'd have to write, maintain. We'd have to think about how a user registers a plugin. There's a lot to that, right? We'd need to consider UI integration, such as maybe adding a new Git provider that would have to like show up in a list that the user can select from. Adding a new task management tool for stuff inside of our Launchpad. Absolutely. And then maybe even something as simple as theming. We could even maybe expose out translation as an API. I don't know. Like, I'm not trying to really figure out everything we could do with it. I'm trying to make enough of a case to the rest of the company that they can get the wheels turning, and we can think about things that we really want to do to help users, you know, consume our product and make it more usable. But one thing to remember is that discoverability and documentation are not just set and forget. This isn't a if you build it, they will come kind of thing. We're going to have to create docs for the users to understand how to make a plugin. We're going to have to make a way for users to find plugins. One easy way would be one of those like awesome Gitkraken kind of like repos where we just list things out and it's a README file we do. But how cool would it be to operate like a marketplace where users could even like review things? We would probably need that marketplace to update plugins, right? When a user pushes up a new version, our marketplace can have the manifest for that. And then your Gitkraken desktop tool or CLI or whatever could expose that to you like, hey, your plugins are out of date, would you like to update? Or maybe we do it automatically. But there's a lot of infrastructure and process involved. You can't just add these plugin hooks and expect everything to work. So there's going to be a lot of work around the thing rather than just making the plugin functionality. So one thing to remember is that it's never as easy as just building it. And when I think about a tool that has done this amazingly, right, a real-world example, I think about WordPress. Now, I know it's not cool to like WordPress these days. You know, plenty of people will say, ooh, PHP. We're not trying to do that because I think PHP is a fine language. WordPress is a fine tool. It's more about how people use it. If you're using WordPress and you're adding 20 plugins, yeah, it's going to slow down your site. That's going to happen. But you could also build your own plugins and get exactly what you wanted out of it. That power is available to you because they have a really well-documented hook and filter API. So, yeah, like something to think about. I would really consider WordPress as like the shining example of a good plugin system and how to like be a good steward of that plugin system. Now, when you are building some of these things and in the process of me doing some of this discovery and like figuring out how Xsystem works and, you know, becoming enough of a subject matter expert that I could bring this to the company, honestly, as a developer advocate, my dream is to help a company build out a plugin system like this. Because number one, yes, it takes effort for us to maintain that, but there is so much out there in the world that people might want and ask for as features that we'll never have the bandwidth to accomplish. But instead, if we build out the ecosystem for them, then they got it, right? Like adding Gitty, adding, you know, some other provider, stuff like that. In the process of me building this out and figuring things out, I discovered that the HTTP stuff, you have to use the Xsystem APIs for that. And there's a couple reasons for that. I haven't actually covered how configuring some of this stuff works, that would be some good source code to look at. So we'll have to add like a couple slides about configuring to this. But for the most part, you can actually configure in your host application what domains a user is allowed to hit. So do you want to allow them to go to localhost or just to your API or whatever? Yeah, you can totally do that. No big deal, right? Maybe prevent people from installing a plugin that would exfiltrate data to some third-party server, like, if the plugin got hacked or whatever. You have that power. So yeah, security-wise, it makes sense to expose an XDism API for requests instead of http.newRequest. And the difference is actually pretty straightforward. So, right, we just see real quick a couple lines change, how we're doing the formatting of the body and some of that stuff moves around. But yeah, we just use the pdk.newHTTP instead of http.newRequest. Pretty straightforward, right? Another thing that's interesting is when you're doing the output string functionality. So, you have your plugin going into your app, right? You can call the plugin's function with an argument that you pass to it, such as the input string. And you can have the PDK do an output string to return that exact string to your application. So you would hopefully get hello name, right? And name might be Chris, name might be some other thing. And then maybe you also want to do another line that is nice to meet you. Well, it turns out that the last one of these is going to win, just due to how it's working and all that. So this first string of hello, comma, and the name wouldn't get actually seen. The right way to do that is then to just build your string and send only once. It's not that crazy. The return value here is actually, think of it as basically just the return code or error code from like the command line. So 0 means everything was great. Anything else means there was probably an error. And you can expose that as a set of like error codes and APIs that a user might actually just look up. Like, oh, hey, if this fails, HTTP error, yeah, you return a specific number or something. I don't know what the standard numbers are besides 0, but any non-zero exit code is typically an error. Let me get more music going real quick. And then this is kind of like where we are. I have more stuff to add about host functions and how they work, and maybe them being JS only. And also, I want to talk about how their JS SDK could use some better like TS types. And I did a little bit of an experiment with that, discovering that there's more work to be done to make it easier, right? There's, I forgot the name of it. TS doc. And I even created an issue to try and surface this up. And I should like link out to this maybe, like screenshot it, something. That could be cool. The main goal is that we have a base that defines that there will be a discriminator. We have a foo that is either a string or a never. And basically, when our union type A has discriminator set to true, that means foo is a string. Whereas if discriminator is false, that means foo is a never. And we would want to be able to like do something like this, where foo shouldn't be able to be a string because we set false. We would maybe want to have something better than this, right? String is not assignable to never doesn't help us much. Instead, what if we could do like an annotation for our TS docs that would instead tell us this property can only be set when discriminator is equal to true? Ooh, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? So yeah, as I was trying to like maybe make a PR to XDism, I realized that the developer experience wasn't going to be that great, at least with the TypeScript stuff, because this functionality doesn't exist yet, right? You would need to be able to respond to a specific error. We got 2 viewers. Appreciate you. Looks like no comments, no reviews. Is this even maintained? Maybe give it a thumbs up or something if you think it's a good idea. But yeah, so we're going to jump back into working on my slides. I hope you guys enjoyed that, like, rough rundown of what we're doing. Right now, our focus is on formatting and making the slides look pretty, because that is a big part of what's going to be happening in a call tomorrow. Like, basically, the organizers of the conference I'm giving this talk at have scheduled a call in which I'm probably going to do a rough draft talk, and they're going to provide feedback, but they're going to be evaluating for things like accessibility of the slides. This slide, not great accessibility. Right? The color contrast, just not great. You know, maybe the fonts here could be bigger. Sure. In a lot of these cases, I think font size is probably what I'm aiming for. Yeah, I think if I increase font size, we'll be way better off. So let's do that first. I believe I ejected the thing. No, I just have styles.css. Okay. Let's see where the size of that is coming from. So there it is, I think. Slide Ev layout. Oh, I see what happened. Okay, hold on. Let me grab my keycap puller real quick so I can fix this. And I think we're at a pretty good time where I could make myself a beverage, like a whiskey. You know, I'm trying to take it easy still. Right, not trying to go ham, but we can still have one. Okay. Yeah, that is not what I'm looking for. And yeah, I have a new keyboard now that I type a bit slower. All right, so that's already better. Mm-hmm. And I said already better, not Eddie better. Was that a terrible joke? It probably was. That's fine. You need some project to work on, thinking about a simple e-commerce store, something with TypeScript. Xenogerm, you've heard me say it all the time, right? The only reason you don't have a project idea right now is because you haven't been writing them down. Right? If you don't write it down somewhere when you have the idea, you'll never be able to recall it the moment you're looking for it. That's just not how that works. So in those moments where you are feeling creative, and you come up with an idea, you need to write it down somewhere. Before you even think about, well, should I do it? Will it make any money? Do I even want to do it? Like, nah, who cares? Write it down. And then later, go through and sort and filter based upon that criteria. Never delete, but you can always, like, reorder. Right? The big thing is you can't force creativity. It's trying to force yourself to come up with something on the spot never works. And number two, you never want to mix your critical thought process with your creative thought process. Those are actually totally different things. Brainstorming has nothing to do with planning. Those are very different things. If you throw away an idea just because you don't know how to do it right now, you'll never have it when you finally are able to do it. So instead, come up with some pie-in-the-sky idea. Like, you know, the next MySpace. Go for it. Write it down somewhere. Who cares? Just because you put it in a Trello board doesn't mean you have to do it. Oh, I like it. Add the. That domain might be taken still, so if you did the Facebook, then you're good to go. Right? Two thes. It's cleaner. All right, so let's see how that looks as we go through. Yep, we're going to switch that anyway. Yes, exactly. That's the joke, Larobi. There's a famous quote from the movie The Social Network in which Justin Timberlake's character, the Napster guy, says, "Drop the. It's cleaner." So it's basically a meme quote at this point. Sean Parker, that's the guy's name. He put radio on the internet. I'm almost positive, like almost 100% positive, that Russ something from Silicon Valley is actually based on Sean Parker. Like, I'm almost certain of it. Yes, that's the part when he first discovers Facebook. Right? Like, she's hopping onto it or something. He's like, what is this? Or whatever, right? All right, so I think so far, font thing is working for me. So, what I want to do for that slide... Sure. And then from there... It's like the Wish version of Fireflies. All right, there you go. Yeah, I can see that. That song's good. I hate his other song, like Hello Seattle or whatever. Dude, I hate it when a song just panders to some like location. Right? There's that like Phantom Planet, like California song. I hate that song so much. Right? Any song that has someone going, New York! Nope, instant skip. Right? Like, nope. Get out of here. Get out of here with that. It's just so lazy, you know? It's like counting in a song, too, right? 1, nothing wrong with me. 2, nothing wrong with me. Right? Like, ugh. You're counting? Yeah. Good job, Count Chocula. Yeah. I have strong opinions about music. Hey, Matisse! Shit! Yeah, I didn't even... We did hang out. Yeah. Right?
Matasatek is a renowned star of sky surfing, a
I had the whiskey in me.
Athletes perform acrobatic
You did come down, right?
While being towed by a high-speed drone. Their greatest play occurred at the World Sky Surfing Championships, where Matasatek executed the...
Oh, you missed this year? Okay.
Spin, a triple 360.
I had the whiskey in me on Friday and Saturday.
Vertical dive and recovery, all while suspended.
Yeah, you should have come down, dude.
This move not only earned them the gold medal, but also set a new world record.
How far of a drive is it for you, though, right? It's like pretty far. Yeah, I forgot to hit you back up. I'm so sorry, man. Ah, you got a bit stuck on a project. Got it. That makes sense. No, I still feel bad. I should have hit you up. Teabag? But yeah, what are you up to today? Which hackathon? Oh, is that for the Twitch hackathon? Right? I forgot Twitch is doing a hackathon. We'll look at that real quick, because I forgot all about it. $50,000 prize. South Park VTuber tool? You're definitely onto something. I could definitely put some more work into. Yeah, we could really polish that experience. Alright, you sent me the VOD. Yeah, it depends on the project, you know. Like, I got a lot of stuff to make myself, too. But, I guess it's kind of zoomed out. It's hard for me to see right now. Like, I see you're doing some, like, drag and drop stuff. Is it basically just like an overlay tool? Drag and drop extension for OBS. Oh, like viewers can drag the thing. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that. Lunk, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Dude, Matisse, thank you for that sub, man. I appreciate you. Yeah, no, that seems cool. Like, what is, like, the main use case that you're seeing? The game Window Kill. Oh, I gotcha. Cross-stream games. Okay. Like, I almost think tab antics could be really good still. Right? We could revive tab antics. Do you not remember tab antics? Oh. The basic gist was, I would install a browser extension, and it would listen for channel point redeems, and those channel point redeems might be close a random tab, or pop every tab of the browser out to a new window. We actually built it out mostly, but then my hard drive crashed. It wasn't a great experience because it still involved like running a server locally to like listen to events, because the Chrome like browser extensions didn't have like the full power. Like invert the current tab. We could do stuff like that. We could do stuff like that. See, I don't think we truly need a server for this. The problem is just that the WebSocket connection is flaky inside of a browser extension. I'm not 100% certain I'm going to be doing it yet. Like, let's look at the time frame. So we got till November 4th. Yeah, I mean, it's just, I got so much other stuff going. I have 4 conferences coming up. Ahmed, long polling could work, yeah? Yeah. There's probably some API we could look at for, like, channel point redemptions. Long poll that. That's not a bad idea. And yeah, how you doing, Ahmed? Over on YouTube. Yeah, the idea would basically be, I think long polling, if there is an API for that, would work. Yeah, the 4 conferences are SquiggleConf, and then after SquiggleConf is GitHub Universe. Then after GitHub Universe is the CNCF in Utah. And then after that is JS Nation in New York. The JS Nation is late November, so that one's not going to interfere with this, but I have to have it like pre-recorded. I think by like mid-October. Yeah, let's go look at the rules tab real quick. And what's up, Denzel? How you doing? So yeah, we got till November 4th. Which does work, because yeah, I have to fly into Arizona for a work thing like that day, like the night before. Yeah, that's fine. I'd want to make sure that I'm actually like helping though. No, and I get it, Ahmed. Wait, why are you coming to Twitch? I responded to you, didn't I? Yeah, no, I totally get it, Matisse. For sure. Yeah, I think... You want to feel the community. I get it. I get it. I mean, I respond to your message, so, like, people kind of get, like, what your question was, but... No, I hear you. I hear you. I'm just trying to get them watch hours up on YouTube, so... I love a good lurk over on the YouTube. But it's fine, I get it. Oh, I definitely went. I've got a little bit of a cold from it. So, Matisse, you lucked out. You didn't end up getting a cold. That's a win. That's a big win. Yeah, exactly. Now, it was really cool. There was a rooftop party that Theo, Primogen, Thor from Pirate Software, and someone named Doug, like, they all helped, like, organize and pay for and put on. And, man, yeah, it was, like, a lot of the tech crowd, but also, like, some famous streamers. I don't know if you guys remember Maya Higa. I think her name's just Maya. She was there, like, you know, Caseytron. Like, some famous streamers were at this, like, rooftop party. It was cool. Some famous YouTubers as well. Like, yeah, it was really awesome. Oh, and 1 second. Yeah, it was a good rooftop party. Yep. Ahmed, you said you tried contributing to cal.com from Algora, but damn, that code base is huge. You were lost in it before finally giving up. It does take a bit. Oh, and there you go. Ethan went to YouTube. There you go. The community can go to you. I didn't realize, or I guess I forgot, that I made you a mod over on YouTube. Yeah, that's cool. There you go. You can be in both. Hell yeah, Ahmed. I will say, if you have some questions, if you do have questions about their code base, try and like hop into their Discord. We also get a couple of their contributors hanging out here every once in a while. I feel like we only see Sean on weekends. I think due to time zones. Nice, Larobi. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think they did a pretty decent like release of some new features recently, right? And yeah, Ahmed, I have looked at the project before. Like, I guess the big part is because it's a mono repo. There's multiple projects, so you got to like look at the API, you got to look at the front end, you got to look at them like all kind of separate. What was the task that you were trying to do? Okay, a submitted project must run on Twitch as specified. Where did they have that part? Submission requirements. I don't see that anywhere. Oh, here it is. Okay, so it looks like browser extension would work. Yeah, I mean, so technically it would be new because I'd have to build it from scratch again anyway. Yeah, auth would not be too hard because auth-wise, I think we can do the auth directly from an extension. Oh wait, viewers would have to auth? I thought it was just the streamer that would have to auth. Where do you see that part? Yeah, thank you. What to create right here? So for application users, to me, I don't think I don't think that requires that your viewers actually log in because they're already going to be logged in via Twitch. So instead, if they're just doing channel point rewards, you're good to go. I see it. We're looking at it on screen right now, Matisse. So yeah, I believe that makes it an interactive community experience. So yeah, if they're just redeeming a channel point reward, I think we're set. And this is mainly why I don't think we need to set up a server. Because if we can just do long polling inside of the extension, so Ahmed, the thing they wanted you to do is add add-ons to payments so you can change the price if you have add-ons and so on. You couldn't understand it fully though. The issue was somewhat vague. Yeah, that does sound like a larger task. Yeah, I would say, yeah, try and reach out on their Discord to like understand what they're asking for more. But that sounds pretty large. So I would try and focus on some of their smaller, like, bounties. Yeah, I think it being an application as a Chrome extension works great. The auth process, that would probably be, like, the only tricky part. But probably not that tricky. I just have to think about how the OAuth flow would work. I mean, so Ahmed, it could just be that you're overcomplicating it. But that's where I would try and reach out and ask someone, just for fun. And no, we don't do that, doofus. We do have a Discord that you can do it in. No, we don't do that. I've got my own stuff I'm working on, man. It's pretty selfish of me. Yeah. Do you think I'm looking for that kind of roast or anything? Like, nah, man. Get out of here. I'm doing what I'm doing. What makes you think you deserve my time? Like, get out of here. Yeah, exactly. It becomes a self-promotion channel. We're not doing that here. We're not doing resume review. We're not doing any of that junk. Find a stream that does. Yeah, exactly, Deja. Yeah. What a jerk. There are streams that do resume review. That's fine content. This is not one of those streams, though. So when someone, an entitled individual, comes in here demanding my time to do something for them, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Yeah, we're currently evaluating the Twitch hackathon for projects we could work on. There you go, exactly, Matisse. I got bronchitis. Yeah, exactly. There you go. Exactly, Denzel. That'd be fun. You probably should. Now, what is the actual, like, prize structure? Here we go. So, streamer to streamer, 8 grand. Interactive community experience, 8 grand. Right? All right, 8 grand here, and then runner-ups in each one. Okay. After the category winners are announcement. And then Ahmed, real quick. No, I have not had the mustache the whole time. I started growing this maybe 2 or 3 months ago. I want to say 2, but it's probably closer to 3. And it takes this long to get it. Yeah, so I doubt I would get the most authenticated users. That's unlikely. Oh, and that's the thing, Ahmed. Like, some people can grow beards, mustaches, etc. fast. I am not one of those people. I don't even have to shave my cheeks. It only grows in right here, barely right here, and barely right here. Exactly. Yeah, exactly, Gigax. Yes. It's one of those things where, like, the grass is always greener. If you can't grow a beard, you really wish you could grow a beard. If you can grow a beard really easy, you wish you couldn't. All right, so I really do think a Chrome extension is the way to go. I mean, almost everybody actually, like, doesn't grow in the middle of the frenulum. Yeah, and Matisse, you're welcome to join my team. You know. Exactly. Like, I think it would just be a fun thing for me to rebuild anyway. I just haven't had a good excuse to do so. So yeah, I'm gonna join the hackathon. I'll just say already have a team, even if it's just a team of one. Who told me? I actually found out at Twitch via, we're gonna say other TwitchCon panel. Have I used Twitch before this hackathon? Nope. Yeah, I mean, I feel like you're welcome to join my team, and if either one wins, sure. Right? Like, I'm not worried about that. But I think we actually have a better chance by splitting them up. Right? By making it, like, fixed and, like, focused. Have I built a project with Twitch before this hackathon? Yep. Bridges. Like Jeff Bridges? Is that a bridge? I don't know if that's a bridge. Larobi. Not that I know of, but that sounds pretty good. All right, so wait, do you have to add? Hold on, wait. Here's the thing. Can I invite you later? Do I have to do that part now? Okay, yeah, I'm not doing this part right now. Yeah, okay, so no, you don't even need to submit your project until you're done. We do have quite the contingent of mods. I know, right? Yeah, I don't want to do this right now, but at least it's worth, like, looking at. I mean, I'm going to say no, it didn't exist, because no one could use it. Like, I could barely use it before. And I think we're going to have a completely different architecture. So I'm going to say the project didn't exist. Yes, make me a winner. Yeah, I think so too. Okay. An excuse to use the context API? You mean like in React or something? You literally mean context IDE. Okay. What is the context IDE? Context editor? Context IDE? None of this seems like what you're talking about. I don't know, Larobi. Like, Humble Web Dev needs to provide some actual information. Cursor. Gotcha. Cursor. Totally different thing. Yeah, so there's Cursor. There's also TriPair. The creators of TriPair stream, and it's fully open source. So let's continue doing what we're doing with this stuff. Sure, man. so let's get back to our slides. Okay. Oh my. Oh my. All right, so hold on. I'm gonna delete that. Min height. Boom. All right. So now I'm going to take this. We are going to screenshot it. No, I get that, Larobi. I don't think there's a lot of value to doing it as divs. Like, you could have rendered this entire thing to a canvas, you know? Like, honestly, this could have just been an SVG. Ahmed, you tried joining their thing, but the link is invalid? Here's one thing. I've run into this issue with Discord before where when you click the link in your browser, you get the invalid thing. But if you actually copy and paste that URL into Discord and join that way, then it works. I've run into that a bunch of times. So give that a shot first. Right? When you're adding a new server, you can just add the invite link inside of Discord itself. Yeah, I don't know, Matisse. Maybe it's because of just, like, they require verified accounts or something? No, you could do this entire thing in pure CSS. For sure, Laroki. Yep. I'd bet money on it. Like, seriously, have you seen some of the stuff people do with CSS? People do, like, full-on, like, the Mona Lisa in CSS. No worries, Ahmed. It was worth a shot. Title. I mean, you could always just use JavaScript to hack out the CSS, which is probably how they did this. All right, so let's just do this. Oh, Oh, I ended up building that out. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I actually put this in a different folder. All right, so title BG. Excuse me. Right, let's drag this back over. Oh, I like it. Yeah, that looks good. So I think I just want to make this stand out better. Ah, here it is. Oh, and I did 0. Okay, so yeah. The power of Xtism. I need a proper image of myself. I don't think I have any locally. On this machine, I might be able to transfer them. $300 by $300. Is that ending with Allie? I feel like that's ending with Allie. Do they still have this image somewhere? No, it's not ending with Allie. I'm just kidding. My bad. Oh, damn. Hey, Matisse, this was when you came down. Look at how red my face is. You remember that, right? Yeah, exactly. That was a good time. All right, hold on. Let me see if I got a higher res photo somewhere. Let me just do this real quick, just to be sure. Yeah. Yeah, Black Glasses from the Alt F4 stream informed me that during the rooftop party, my face was so red. I did have the whiskey. And yeah, dude, Matisse, that was a good time. That was such a good party. Like, yeah. I didn't make it back to there to see if my stickers were still around. Like, if they were still in the bathroom or on that one booth. I messed that part up. Hell yeah. Yeah, I barely took any photos at TwitchCon this year. I definitely should have, but I just didn't. Oh god, and that pictures folder is deep. Alright, so I'm just gonna assume I don't have it there. You know what we could do? Just take a photo right now. Why not? Everyone smile. No, there's no way I'll ever have a mustache as good as Primogen. No, definitely not. I gotta figure out what this red splotch on my neck is. I'd say it's good enough. Whatever. Airdrop. Mac Mini. What's your deal, dude? No, I don't want to go to Chris's laptop. Damn it. Alright, well... I know there's a way I've done this. I thought it did. No? I bet I dropped it to the wrong machine. If it's on my work machine, I'm gonna be bummed. Yeah, I could have sworn I thought I did at one point, but I don't know, man. Nope. Oh, okay. I can get to it this way. I just have to figure out where that folder is. Boom, there it is. They are totally different things. Developer Advocate is very similar to DevRel, Developer Relations, or Developer Evangelist. The entire, career path evolved out of Microsoft and developer evangelism back in the 90s, but now they have fractured from each other just slightly. When I think of evangelist, I think it's slightly different, But basically, DevRel and DevAdvocate, you are the microphone as well as the megaphone for the company when the company is targeting developers. So if your core customer at a software company is developers, then you probably need a developer advocate or a DevRel, organization. And it's about marketing towards software devs. Exactly. Developers, 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 developers. Yes, technically I'm in the product marketing department, and I've just recently learned what the difference between those things is. So, I don't know. We'll see. I should get more music going. It's going good. How about you, Hawkeyes? No, so the main gist is marketing is about brand recognition and ads and stuff like that. Product marketing is about interacting with people using your product. It is about creating documentation, etc., right? You wouldn't consider documentation part of marketing, right? Oh, get a turtleneck? That's not a bad idea. What? Hey, there we go. All right, just did an update. No, that's fine. And that's just like a very limited difference between them. There you go. Hell yeah, Hawkeyes. I will say, give me a second. I got to use the restroom. I should also reach out to James and Wormbane to see what their schedule is, because we will be playing Baldur's Gate 3 tonight on the gaming channel. But, yep, BRB. I gotta pee. All right. Alrighty. We can pour another beverage. Oh, and hold up. Wait. Ahmed. I'm more famous than Family Guy. No, they just know what I'm looking for. It's also a different spelling. But this music looks like Seinfeld? Yeah, I totally missed out on that context. Sorry, Ahmed. All right, beverage number 2. I didn't do a single one yesterday. Proud of that. I feel like I could have 3 total today. We'll see how that goes. Yeah. All right, let's change this to around 10. Nope. Software developer at Get Kraken. Yeah, I'm trying to fix that about myself for sure. If I'm out partying, oh yeah, it's gonna be a night. If I'm here at home, I'd like to rein it in the future a bit more. Yeah, exactly. Oh, do I not have a space? Oh, I don't have a space. Let's do MT, I don't know, 20. Just to see if that even does anything. It does. But then that breaks. Oh. Oh, the Apple D didn't do it. Whoops. I don't think that actually does what we want. So that is not gonna work. Interesting. How high does this go? Okay. Oh, not what I wanted. And then this would be something like MX Auto. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's nice. So I was worried that, like, the scaling would get weird. The colors in the scroll bar? Oh, got it. Yeah, there's a lot of red. But yeah, we can leave that note, sure. I think that looks okay. Oh my god, sorry. Oh, I definitely got the itis. All right, so hold on. Let me see this. So we see that the UL and the LIs go full width. Here's another thing. Yeah, I want to pick a better color for this. So as we look at it, we see Slidev theme primary. All right, so then if we go back to the Squiggle Comp site, I kind of want to grab this background color right here. And hey, what's up, Archer's End? How you doing? Larobi, it's actually not that hard. It's actually really easy to ignore things that don't matter. There's a big difference between cognitive overload and visual overload. So hold on, slide of theme. I was hoping they'd have a list of variables they use. Oh, and it looks like Uno CSS does handle interpolation. Okay. hit the wrong button there. Yeah, we'll do an important here. I almost want to make it that blue that's at the top instead. What if I just do that as the background for everything? All right, so we want to fine-tune the font sizing for this. I think we can call that good. That's better. So yeah, then for like these slides, I should probably indent the list, right? Oh, this I want to make way bigger. Oh yeah, and we want way more padding too. All right, so this is just in slide ev layout block quote. Wow, it even grabbed the 1.2 REM? What? Okay. I'm curious how Super Maven even knew that part. Let me double check something. Alright, so that's a different layout. Right, okay, so... Oh, shit. So I want to do something like this, but I want to do the second div. And child? Hey, all right, cool. Okay, so then Xdism. Built by Dilibso. Oh. So because of the way I copied this in, I can just do this. Well, I don't need to do that. I like how it tried to add the soft there. Good job, VS Code. So yeah, right. Built by Dylibso. I believe it's MIT licensed, right? Where's my alt key? I think I lost it. Nope, that is not the alt key. That's the alt key. There we go. Alright, we're gonna do LI. Is there not a written in Rust auto-completion? Come on. Okay. Alright, so I still think I want to try and, like, center these lists. Like the few that we got on these pages. I'm gonna have to put some more work into these sometime tomorrow, but I'm trying to game at 6:30 with James and Worms, so we gotta figure out who we go raid. Oh, we see Evan J. Stern going. He's great. I actually got to chat with him at TwitchCon again. Like, yeah, that was awesome. Wow, not a lot of people streaming right now, huh? How about Travis Rowe? Yeah, he's working on his game engine. He has an amazing beard, too. So let's go check that out. We made some good progress on our slides. We did a good, like, rough draft run through and, like, added some good content. After gaming tonight, I will most likely have to put some more work in on this. And yeah, I would assume that they know people are still going to be working on their slides. I should hope they know that. But yeah. So I'll have that call tomorrow morning to discuss and go over these slides, and hopefully they're stoked. I feel like we've got something solid here. But we're going to go raid Travis Froman, YouTube, and Algora. I will see you all again soon. I'll be here tomorrow, obviously. Same Chris time, same Chris channel. So later, YouTube.